Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to a little bit of Civilization 6, playing yet again as Canada. So once again, playing as Canada, I think it's only appropriate that we do a little bit of that good old national anthem there. So let's go ahead and just hit that up there.
Second period, where players dash with skates aflash, the home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name, and the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Alright, and there we go. So that's enough of that before I get too heavily flagged again, but we'll find out. Anyway, continuing along, we've got ourselves a nice colony up over here in Winnipeg. I've converted it to ice hockey because that helps control the unhappiness by a little bit there. We're still going to have some issues over there though, so hopefully we'll be able to figure something out about that. Apologies, I will look elsewhere in the future. I actually want to also get a city up here, but I have to wait a little bit before I can build another one near Uruk. Just because I know that these guys are going to get kind of pissy at me. I also would love to get like some priests up to like Windsor and Toronto and stuff like that and over here, but that might be pushing it a bit. It's a lot of resources as well. I need to keep this guy over here by Winnipeg just so that I've got this improving for me. 2 turns before this guy gets there, that's going to help out a bit. My promise is fulfilled. Actually, since our promise was fulfilled to Samaria, I'm going to actually head up here and then settle this one first, and then we'll get another 30 diplomatic points, and then we'll just say, okay, we promise we won't do it again, and then we'll totally do it again, because we're dicks. This guy's friendly with me, actually. Okay, this could be interesting. I've also got this spare tea, so what we're going to do is just make this deal more equitable. Yes. Once people are friendly with you, they'll just, like, throw money at you. So 24 a turn and 9 for now. That's absolutely crazy. Done. Okay. So that's going to be enough. I'm going to hit up Rome here, though, see if I can't get a little bit of money for my iron and stuff like that. I don't think he's at war right now, so I don't have to worry too much about that part, but I can just throw all this his way. What I want to do is get enough that I'm getting our generator up pretty soon here, because that will help out a lot. Alright, so that was 16 for all that stuff. Perfect. So 285, 259 of that's from deals. And that'll potentially help me boost my way to getting Taj Mahal. It'll say 2 turns, we'll get the electricity up. Maybe we'll have enough to get that done in 1 more turn instead of 2. After that, Ruhr Valley. Not sure if we'll be able to get that one. Still waiting on, like, friggin'... Ooh, this is good, actually. Gustav Eiffel. I don't know if I'll need it for the Taj Mahal, but we could use that potentially to get more good wonders. So, let's just pop this down here. And I still need to get another one for that city over there, but that's okay. Start working on a monument. The city seems to be loyal, that's fine. I mean, I could use a little bit of my faith to buy some of these guys here. Getting a lot of great science points. We should be getting this one by default. I'm not sure if I really care about this one. Ow. Sorry about that, my headset is doing some really weird thing. It's going to cut off and I'm going to have to do that quite often, I think. Anyhow, we are going to work towards getting more of the great builder points though, rather than focusing on buying this one. I think we're just going to keep our pool of faith really, really high. I think that's going to be the optimal choice there. Alright. Apologies, I'll look elsewhere in the future. So, since he said that we fulfilled our promise, that's, yeah. Okay, sure. I'm totally okay with the delegation at this point in time. That does put us at over enough money, although we had enough money actually regardless to buy our generator here, which is really nice. Where is this spawning? It's going to get wiped up by the volcano. Build that there. These guys, how many turns is this for Windsor to grow? 9 more turns. It's quite a few, but we'll just wait here. There's other places that I could potentially try to build stuff, but they're not useful places to build stuff in yet. Go over there, get more of the stuff cut up there, get this thing. And we'll make sure that Winnipeg's working that tile is perfect. Okay. And it's 4 turns to get this stuff too. I could just deliberately like beeline over to there. I'm still actually losing loyalty here by quite a decent amount there. 5 per turn. So if I could get another city somewhere that's within like a short distance, I could potentially have that help, but unfortunately like Caesar would be pretty mad about that, which I don't want to have happening just yet. Ooh, it's actually changed this to 1 turn anyway, so I don't need to boost the factory there all that much, but I'll do it anyway because it'll get me more spillover, and then we can use that spillover to get River Valley started a little bit harder. Down here, we're still hoping to get like, I don't know, a decent tile to put our religious district or something else in there. Anything, really. What I kind of want to get is, like... Actually, I could put it down, like, here. That's not terrible. The Holy Site also helps the city a lot because it helps it get food. The reason I'm putting it here, even though it doesn't have any adjacency, is that if I put it here, it improves the appeal of these 2 tiles, which are going to be a national park later, so... I'm just going to put it here, because it's never going to naturally grow there, I don't think. Alright, and then Victoria here, 7 more turns, and then we can get ourselves another population, so we can put down our culture district. Watch as, like, somehow someone else gets Taj Mahal instead of me. I'm just going to be, like, so mad about that. Nope, looks like we're okay. Alright. Do you want to get something built on this part of the floodplains here? If I can.
Did you ever build a castle in the air? Here is one. Brought down to earth and fixed for the wonder of ages.
Okay, so this is going to be nice because it's going to help us avoid a dark age. I wonder if that counted. Did that give me the era score from... interesting. I'm not sure how that works as far as the dynamic goes. Anyway, down here, I kind of want to get a dam. This is kind of a good time to go ahead and get one, I think, actually. So we'll build a dam district over here, probably. I don't think that takes up one of our district slots either, so that's all fine. Just gonna move down here. I don't want this guy getting killed by a random volcanic eruption. And I think we're going to assume that we'll eventually grow to this stuff here, so we'll send him this way. Up here, might as well head down this way. Got a path to go down, so that helps us out a bit. And down here... Ooh, did someone else get River Valley? Someone else finished River Valley. Okay, that really sucks, actually. But, you know what? That's probably okay here. Because we've got enough production that I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll be, like, ahead or anything, but I think we'll be okay. Over here, we need another district. I think we could do Theater Square pretty quickly. +2 bonus there, or we could go down here. Either of the ones adjacent to the Taj Mahal, really. So that potentially is good. Could go with the Commercial Hub. 2 turns for that. That's pretty fast. +2s around there. I'm feeling Theater Square. I'm feeling Theater Square, and I think we just put it right here. Alright, so that kind of sucked that I couldn't get the thing I wanted here. Gonna move Magnus back to the capital, and we'll be able to get some other stuff else down there. But put him back in Ottawa. Be about 5 turns before that happens, and we're going to go ahead and assign Liang up to Toronto, I think. Like, I've purchased this, but haven't really had a need for it yet. Like, if I could change her out so that she's the one in Winnipeg, that would actually be fantastic, but whatever. After this, we're going to be able to get more workers out of Toronto, I guess, but more importantly... Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm going to delay this worker. Start working on our shipyard, probably. It's +4 production, so that'll help us out as far as that goes. Alright, so without the Ruhr Valley, I'm down a lot of production. Let's see, still waiting for this to go off here. And we still have plenty of good tiles to work, so I don't desperately need this. Let's see. Well, what about Victoria? Are we going to get one of these tiles growing to not yet? So, like, they got all these weird resources just barely off the edges of our provinces here, but we aren't actually getting these stupid things yet. 8 turns for border growth there. It's a long ways off. I'm just going to stay in Halifax for now. These guys here, I could go ahead and add that. Not that it's going to make a huge difference right now, but... yeah, I think that's okay. All these factories are going to just pop in and they're going to be... I haven't recruited a great person you coveted, did I? I haven't recruited a great person in a long time. I feel like I'm being slandered here a bit. Alright, well, either way. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and get as many great people points towards engineers as possible. I think that's really going to be a big push for us. Alright, Valley Field. I don't actually know where Valley... I've never heard of Valley Field, Canada. That's new to me. Alright, well, whatever. So I'm so sad that they got Ruhr Valley, but oh well. Let's see. This guy we put just on rest mode. So this place was growing to there, right? Still growing to there, so yeah, 3 turns. It'll be more because this place can have some other problems due to its lack of loyalty, but... as the population grows, usually it helps solve these problems a little bit. So I think once we get up to like 3 population... Alright. So we've got our colonialism, which means I should probably be building more workers, honestly. But for this one, let's go ahead and get an ice hockey rink like around here, maybe? So we want to have a couple ice hockey rinks sort of adjacent to each other. And we want them completely surrounded by tundra, so I could go with these 2 tiles, actually. And then we can build the theme park, like, around, like, here or something like that. Brantford, yeah, Brantford can reach, like, there, so that would be really quite good. I would love to be able to get St. Basil's Cathedral if I can. Up here... like, is just no one gonna build the Kilwee Kisawani? Even if they aren't, I don't really want it. Let's instead get coal power plant here. Build our monument over here. Did I actually get the monument? No, I'm not working on that. Still got 4 more turns before I can actually boost that one. Oops, I don't want to do that since I've got a spy there. Should be getting a boost there, and boosted as well thanks to the Taj Mahal, so that was 3 instead of 2, so that's really nice. If I can poke someone off of being suzerain of somewhere else, that would also be quite good. Who do I think I can knock someone out of? Yerevan's a pretty decent odds. No. Oh yeah, that did it. I just didn't get any points for it for some reason. Interesting. Halifax is definitely going to have its cultural thing before Victoria does. So I'm just going to move him up to here and then skip turn. Now we have got the ability to change our politics here. I think we keep what we've got here. Most of our stuff is on our original capitalist continent, so that wouldn't be very good. Raj could actually be kind of okay, because it's a lot of different resources, but I don't really feel as though that would be the best bet right now. I do want to keep getting some points there from Charismatic Leader. Native Conquest. Yeah, that doesn't really help me any. Okay. So yeah, missing out on Ruhr Valley here really sucks, because that's like a lot, but... why is he complaining about me being ahead of his explorers? I'm not actually ahead of his explorers. There's no way I am. I haven't explored anything in like ages. That reminds me though, I do have a guy who is poking around. I didn't move him because I didn't want him to discover anything important. Like a new continent or whatever. I need to start moving this guy. Production in industrial complexes would be really quite decent for now, but I don't care too much. And I obviously want to make it so that I'm culture bombing stuff. Yep, I got the culture bombs, and the city center got the boost there. Okay. Well, start getting our... let's get the library down there. It's been long enough that I've just not been doing that. Over here, our spy can go ahead and try to fabricate a scandal. I'm going to have to save scum that probably, but that's fine. And over here, I would love to get an aqueduct, but it's a bit expensive. But if I do this and get some chops, that might be okay. I could also try to get the granary first, but I think actually this is a good time to get this. Because then I can just chop these out and down and immediately be sort of done that. Yerevan, Hong Kong. No, Antioch. I think that's the best bet. Do we become suzerain of anybody? Yerevan we did, okay. Antioch, do we bump anyone off? No. Damn, okay. So this wonder, I'm potentially going to get St. Basil's Cathedral. It's kind of a lot of interesting stuff there. And if I can get that in Quebec City, that would actually be really, really powerful. The odds of me getting this here, though, are pretty low, because my production here is really low, just on account of Tundra Tiles really crap for production. The way I could do it is I could get more food down here, in which case these lumber camps would actually be worth quite a lot of production, but we'll see. I'm also getting a boost from that factory over there anyway, so... Ottawa growing there in 9. Yeah, so this is a good spot to sort of camp out and wait. I need to get neighborhoods. That's what I'm going to have to work towards eventually. Down here, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get this. Like, I can't imagine me not getting this particular one. Great merchant points I'm still way behind on. Let's see here. We're now tied for great rider points, and I should be able to surge ahead. And Hieronymus Bosch here. I should be able to get Hieronymus Bosch. Starting to catch up in terms of production, so I might be able to get the one after Vivaldi, which is good because I don't like Vivaldi. Patali Palace got built, I don't care. Okay, I need more energy, or it could just be that's because I don't have the grid connected or something like that. I don't know actually how this works. Because I know the energy actually goes from like Halifax to other cities, but I think it's based on border connections.
The three great elements of modern civilization: gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant religion.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I would love to get an extra governor title. That'll help me build a lot of stuff there. So I think we'll go ahead with that. And down here, I think in Quebec City, let's go ahead and buy a tile. I can buy them for cheaper. So this is pretty okay. Actually, I probably should need to check some other stuff here. But let's go ahead and build our ice hockey rink. +5 era score. That'll do a lot to help us drag ourselves out of a dark age, because we are probably headed towards a dark age. Windsor over here, I can build my encampment finally. Let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be good. And then over here, I need Brantford to get these 2 tiles. And then I can go ahead and scoop that for Brantford, or do I do it for Quebec? I think I do it for Quebec. So we'll hit a swap here. And then we're just going to do that. That's going to grow that like a lot. Then I can get another ice hockey rink. I don't care about those. It's pretty good. Alright, that's not bad. I do need to keep some of my coal, but I'm earning quite a lot of it, like 9 per turn. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty ahead on that. So I can move over here, build another ice hockey rink. I just have to do a I just have to move over a little bit. No. Great works of art are just one of those things that the AI really likes to try to bug you for and just buy off you, but you never want to give your AI buddies a copy of that. Alright. Hopefully I can keep this golden age. Like, I hope this era lasts a long time. That would help me a lot. I'm kind of wondering exactly how, like, a dam here would stop, like, a lot of this river from flooding. And also, like, it's really looks like the way they've built it, I'm not actually sure which direction this dam is going. Oh well, it's fine, probably. The unique looks like, oh no, that's probably okay. Let's see here, what's happening now? Governor is established, I think. Alright, fine. Chop that. Do
Doubt,
that.
if you will.
Don Quixote.
Truth is that which I have told, and forever rests upon lies like oil over water.
I actually really like Don Quixote. I think it's a great book. Anyway, so I need a power plant around this region, and I can either get it for Hamilton or I can get it for Ottawa, or I can get it for both ultimately. But it's pretty bad for the environment if I get it for both. I could also just get St. Basil's Cathedral here. And I do like the idea of getting this. Could build it down here. Actually, what type of tile is this? Is this a mine? Yeah, it's a mine. The coal power plant or the cathedral. Actually, no, I don't want to build a cathedral here because I wouldn't get the bonus for some of the stuff that I need. So might as well get the coal power plant. Man, this is a tough call, actually. I'm at 15, other people at like 9 and stuff like that. I'm at 22 for science. Let's go ahead and get the coal power plant, I guess. Okay, so what I have to do here, switch this over to Brantford, and I can go ahead and build another ice hockey rink over here. Another 6 culture tile. This is huge amounts of culture, but it's not really doing too much else. Over here, we're going to go ahead and get the Archaeology Museum. That way we've got one of each for now, and I'll go ahead and do other things later. Over here, I kind of want to get another worker, probably, but in the meantime... Alright. I think we're no longer... Yeah, we're now loyal again here. Oh, I need to do this. Looks like they've got a wonder coming in here. We've got a whole bunch of just random-ass missionaries, or apostles hanging through here. Cool. Yeah, I probably should have built that on this turn, but you know what? We're going to not worry about it too much. I mean, I've only got 2 population. I'm not building too much out of this place yet anyway, so... Get that done. Get this done. Okay, this is finally up, so I can go ahead and chop that.
And, being merry and young, they did not miss any chances of hearing about the beautiful maids of the city.
Okay, well, that all aside, what do I do now? So Valleyfield, we definitely have to get this aqueduct. The reason we have to get it is that it's going to increase the population cap by 6, up to 7, which is going to help us out a lot. I might have to buy this tile so this guy goes away. He'll automatically get teleported somewhere, so that would be useful for us. But I think in 4 turns we start building settlers again. Because I at least need to get this one, and I would love to get one up here and one up here. Although I can't get one up here yet, because I think that'll piss off this guy. Let's see here. I don't know if I care about that stuff or the open borders. Yeah, that is a much better deal. Okay. We're doing a pretty good job of keeping ourselves like ahead of the game in terms of having lots of the amenities out there. I probably do want to buy this tile just so I've got access to these ones. And I've got a lot of money right now. Most of it from deals, but I probably need to actually put out more deals. I'm like capped on all of my resources again. Alright. Well, I'm going to do a bunch of those deals. I'm going to probably buy this tile. Get yelled at a little bit, but yeah, beyond all that, but beyond all that, yeah, I've got nothing too much that I have to do exactly at this moment here, so we're going to just churn our way ahead and have things go the way that they're going to go for the next little bit, and hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves into a good position here. So anyway, I will be... Oh, I remember this guy. This is the guy that makes all those weird paintings of, like, hell. That's... I remember the name Hieronymus Bosch because I remember it's a really funny name, but yeah, he's the guy that writes, like, makes those weird torture paintings. Anyway, with that cheery thought, I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So we skipped ahead quite a bit. we're potentially going to have to save scum. I'm 2 turns away from St. Basil's Cathedral, so that means, by law, next turn, someone else has to finish it. It's a requirement. So anyway, we're going to hit the next turn button. This is going to get built by someone else, and I'm going to save scum and then chop down this forest, because that, in my fit of rage, is how I'm going to deal with that bullshit. Anyway, we got these guys here. I don't actually want to core them yet. I want to build one more of these guys before I go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and spread ice hockey over there. We've also got Charles Darwin over here, as well as the Pentanel, which is the best of the sort of things here. So what's really great about this, I can get 2,000 science here. This is an absolute crazy amount. Yeah, I think I can go ahead and use this right now. That seems fine. All the science. Thank you. I've unlocked tanks and supply convoys. And the Golden Gate Bridge. So, lovely stuff here. Let's do that and then continue on working on something else here. This seems funny that I could get this in like 3... That seems just wrong. I kind of want to get this, but I know I'm going to actually get that. So I don't actually... Special offshore oil rig. I think we work on plastics for a little bit here. I'm not necessarily going to finish that because I don't necessarily need to, but... Alright, so that's the thing that I'm doing. Over here we're building the Great Zimbabwe. I don't really need it, but I had nothing better to build. Oh! I could not have planned that better. Alright, so screw you, game. Screw you heartily. I hate that law. Anyway, let's see here. Turn to 3. Okay, so I'm going to go back, redo this turn, and chop this wood despite nature so that I can friggin... I should have just had, like, Gustav Eiffel do that. I'm probably going to have done that over here, too. Oh, we've got a major drought in one of our cities as well. That's lovely. Let's see what city that's in. Looks like it's the one up in Valleyfield, which, looks like that somehow blew up my cow farm. There's a whole bunch of stuff also broken here. At least none of my stuff's broken, so that's a positive. Other than, of course, the cows. The cows died, but, yeah, I'll be back. Screw you, game. Okay, so, you know, that was a gigantic screw you from the game. Let's just friggin...
red on a green ground. Another, all prickly angles, yellow and black. A third was ornamented with scales of blue and crimson. A fourth was in quarters like a melon.
I actually kind of like that style of architecture, honestly. Alright, so that screw you game, honestly speaking. Like, just really, was any of that... Ugh, I hate you, game. Anyway, we've got other things happening. I'm probably going to have to do the same thing for the thing up there. This does help Quebec a ton. Like, Quebec was a city bereft of a lot of things, frankly speaking. I could build the Panama Canal here. That would be completely unnecessary. Why would I even need this? What does this do other than... Let's see here. 1 or 2 canal districts are automatically constructed. The canal 1 or tile canal crossed by naval units. Must be built on a flat land tile. Does this do anything other than let me connect stuff? I don't think this does anything other than let me get ships from one place to another. Perfect. Instead, let's go ahead and build ourselves a, like, I don't know, campus maybe? I've got lots of districts up here that can just be used for random stuff here, so... I think we go for the theater square, though. I think that, yeah, right up here. This is a really good spot for that. Okay, perfect. So that'll be good. This stuff has all helped out tremendously. I think I can still get my, this is still charming. This is still breathtaking. Yeah, I can still get a pretty good... Yeah, I can still get a good national park, I think, around down here. Especially if I get this friggin' Eiffel Tower. Like, I'm kind of worried, but I've got, like, Gustav Eiffel here. I don't want to have to use him for this one, though. I want to use him for the one that I'm more likely to miss getting, which is the... the hell's this thing? Which is the Christo Redentor, which is sort of what we're heading towards actually right now, even though I kind of also want conservation, obviously. But, yeah, urbanization is going to get us down that road a little bit. Was there anything else I needed to do? Well, I needed to get this guy over to here, and then do his thing. And I wanted him to actually do combustion, so that's why I had that switch over to that. Do that there. Alright, and then we go ahead and get plastics. Might not finish it, because I think I can build an oil well, potentially. I don't have any oil wells, like, available, but I can get a city, like, down here. that I think would be a pretty good spot, like up here or something like that, to build. I'm not super happy with this spot though. Like, I could even go down here. There's some fish, and I might be able to get more stuff down here once global warming kicks in a bit more. But we'll have to see. I could even go down this direction instead, but... Oh yeah, and I also want to spread my ice hockey religion over there. That's fine. These guys, we're just gonna head... here's fine, actually. There's, yeah, so this is all okay. We still need to get one more musketman before I do this, because that gives me a boost, although I can't remember if I already got the thing that requires that. I might have already surpassed the thing that required that, and I just didn't... I might have just hard build, or hard teched through it. We'll get 3 anyway, but, yeah, it's probably unnecessary. I'm also going to try and get our crossbowman down towards, like, right up here, I guess, and then we'll move this other crossbowman up here. I don't want to upgrade these guys out of cannons or anything like that, so we're just doing it this way. So I've got 2 turns to try and get a golden age. That's probably not going to happen here. I might be able to get some more great people, though. We're definitely going to be getting James Watt, who's actually a really good one to get. We're also quite likely to get Albert Einstein. Unfortunately, not going to get Edgar Allan Poe. He's one of my favorite writers, actually, which is that makes that a big shame. So, either way, though. Alright, so, yeah, this just makes Quebec, like, actually quite viable. This is really, really good stuff. Like, this is basically the equivalent of Petra for tundra cities. Oh my god, it's improving my hockey rink. That's amazing. Okay, well, either way. Let's carry on with that for a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to improve there or anything like that. I could try to remove the copper. I can't remember if that helps. I know I can't build a mine there. I've got literally 1 turn to try and get like 3 points worth of era score. So let's see if I can actually buy my way into a golden age. Get James Watt here. So James Watt, I'm going to actually send over towards... I could send him to Winnipeg, and then I could build an industrial zone up here. Then I can use him to boost an industrial zone, but it's not a great spot for that sort of thing necessarily. I think we're better off getting one in Valleyfield. So I'm going to send him up to around here. Down here I can get a temple in like 2 turns there. But yeah, the reason that James Watt's actually really good is that +2 permanent bonus to your industrial zones. It's a pretty huge bonus potentially. Alright, get these guys all upgraded so I've got the +4 there. Cool. I had to actually buy a lot of tiles because I knew that I was going to be competing for that one, because it's a pretty good one. Well, I actually didn't know it for sure, but I was pretty sure I was going to end up competing for that one. Mostly because the AI just loves building wonders. So yeah, what I want to do is actually kind of get an industrial zone somewhere that's going to help out, like Vancouver. Actually, is Vancouver already getting help from Hamilton? I think it is, actually. Okay. Maybe I try to get one that will help Windsor, because I'm pretty sure Windsor's out of range. Actually, no, Windsor's in range of this one. So, really just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, okay, I want to get up to Toronto and Valleyfield itself here. So actually, what I kind of want to do is put this actually between Valleyfield and Toronto. So actually up here is okay, because I can start building other districts around it. So let's just do that. Why not? And we got ice hockey here. I can just have him rest over there. That's fine. We got our spy over here. We'll fabricate a scandal. I've been sort of sending my spies all over the place. I'm actually suzerain of a bunch of places. But I'm not suzerain of Antioch, so... Alright, we can build ourselves a harbor here. So I could get it in any of these 3 spots, and it's kind of equally valid. Kind of like this spot here, because then I can build like another district over here and get that boosted a little bit more. So this is what we are going to get. Apparently we're at like -1 million food here. Is that actually right though, or is that just a temporary thing? Citizens are in fact starving, and we are at -1, so I can fix that by just buying a tile that's got a little bit of food in it. So I could actually just buy this, and that'll fix that. And I probably should actually just buy a bunch of tiles around here, but I don't really want to right now. So that should be fixed. We'll just leave that as is. We've got plastics started and quite a ways down. I'm going to actually keep going a little bit further into flight though. That pre-tech into that helps out a bit, but I think we're going to be able to get a city that's like down by an oil well pretty soon. Do I want to get farm there? Probably. Might be better to move down here and get the farm here though, actually. Let's do that. I probably want to just get every single one of these tundra tiles to be worked by Quebec though. So I'm going to actually swap these two, just because I get more value by doing it that way. Even though I'm not working them right now, obviously, because the population here is nowhere near high enough. But just getting a whole ton of farms down here would actually be really good at this point in time. I have these guys focused on production. I can just actually focus them on normal by default, and that'll sort of get them a little bit more spread out to food and stuff like that. Also onto the hockey rink, which is nice. It's kind of funny that they're not working this tile. That one's being worked by Brantford. Alright, so I can get myself a golden age if I can buy 2 great people. I could get Yatsuhashi Kengyo, potentially, that's pretty cheap. And I could buy Alan Turing. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm going to go back a turn and I'm going to buy Albert Einstein. I didn't think someone else was going to pay for him because, like, usually they don't bother paying for these kind of things. But if I get Albert Einstein, it's going to be much more worthwhile. And then I can buy Yatsuhashi Kengyo to get another golden age. So I'll be safe scumming just a little bit more. Alright, and we're back. So why did I do this? Well, frankly speaking, I don't really care for the bonus that Alan Turing has, so it's much better to go for this way. This would actually be really good to get as well. I think Mary Leakey is the person from that sort of she sells seashells by the seashore thing, but maybe not. I don't think she's from the atomic era, though, so I don't think that's right. Mary Leakey, along with her husband Louis, who died in 1972, continue what Darwin started, blah blah blah. Oh no, this is someone different. Okay. Let's see here. This is a long friggin' amount of bibliography. Interesting. Well, this would actually be a quite good one for me to get, since I will be getting some artifacts. I'm not going to be getting a ton or anything like that, but here's our golden age. That's lovely. Okay, so I can't do anything with a great musician, which is the downside of this problem, but, you know, whatever. So let's take Albert Einstein over here. Put him over that away. And like I said, I could have done this with the other, with the other scientist. It's just, I feel like Alan Turing's a little bit lackluster by contrast to Albert Einstein, just because the plus science permanent sort of thing is much, much stronger. Down here, I'm going to have to just keep, like, resetting the game, but I've kind of given up all hope. Let's see here. Okay, and Antioch, we're going to go ahead and fabricate the scandal, that's fine. Over here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves probably the Harbor District, is what I do here. And we're going to make sure we buy ourselves this tile, so we don't starve to death. Because starving to death is certainly not fun. You could even say it's like starving to death is not good eats. It's kind of the opposite of that. Anyway, let's see here. 14 turns for this stupid thing to get built is quite a long while, unfortunately, but that's fine. Like, I love how this thing has not detonated yet. It's been like this for so long. I've just got all these spots and I'm just waiting to get wrecked by it. It's gonna hurt so very badly. Anyway, this guy's heading up towards here. That's gonna be fine. Down here, I kind of just, You know what? If I can afford it, I might as well do this, because I want to get another hockey rink down here anyway. So I might as well get a builder from Toronto and send it down, because it's not too far away, and a builder from Toronto would be able to do this a little bit more efficiently, because I get extra charges for builders from Toronto. Alright, and I wanted to get off of this for a little bit, go back into flight. Once I get this Eiffel Tower finished, which I'll probably again have to actually use this guy for, because someone else will just like finish it when I've got one turn left, because again, it's the law that when I'm down to one turn, someone else builds it. Anyway, I'm trying to get sort of themed artifacts, which is a bit tricky. From Hojo Tokimune, yep. Oh, that one's buried. This one's kind of too late, unfortunately. So to get the set bonuses, they have to be from like the same era, but from different civilizations. So unfortunately, that's not happening here. I'm gonna have to get some more archaeology museums, of course. You, generally speaking, can't get by with just one. So I think ours is in Halifax right now. So we're going to want to get Mary Leakey in Halifax once we got 3 of those. I kind of wonder what your family had to have done to earn like the last name Leakey. It's kind of a peculiar last name in my opinion. Alright, we've entered the modern era and we just barely hit Golden Age, which is nice. Especially because like it's rare to get consecutive Golden Ages in this game. Like look at all these other people who are not having Golden Ages, just Rome. Screw you, Trajan. Heartbeat of Steam again. Like that would actually still be really good here. Cities with governors receive plus 50% tourism. Tourism from World Wonders plus 100% tourism to national parks. Okay, so this is not actually that good since we're not going for the tourism victory right now. I'm not even sure if I'm necessarily going for that at all. And we also don't have any of the some of the other stuff that's required for that. Let's see here. Yatsuhashi Kengyo. Let's have him just chill here. And over here... Can I promote if they're both in the water? Or if they're adjacent? I can. Perfect. Got our first core built. Gonna get this little worker down into the water here. He's coming out of the city, so he should actually have a little bit more movement points than normal, but doesn't seem to be how it works sometimes. Alright, we're fabricating a scandal over here in Hong Kong. I had a guy move over there as well. I'm going to continue doing these because I still want to find like a relic from Hojo Tokimune that's from the correct era. Instead of like the Broadway newspaper that's for some reason considered relevant to somebody. Anyway, we got an extra bit of marble, so I can go ahead and try and sell that. I don't know who we're selling our other one to right now though, so I have to find out who's willing to pay me like scads of cash here. Looks like this guy's willing, as usual, to pay me a decent amount, but I want to see if there's anyone who'll pay me like literally like 50. He is definitely not playing ball. This guy usually doesn't play ball because I don't think he's actually making that much money. Like, well, this is actually pretty good. Ow, jeez, one moment. Alright, I hate my speakers. Anyway, yeah, this guy's trying to steal all of my art. If I was not paying attention, I probably would have given it away. I probably have like given away a ton of art because of like that stupid mechanic. Anyway, it's like the AI's way of getting revenge on you for doing this shit. So yeah, well, it looks like Mapuche is the best bet for this stuff here. So make the deal more equitable and good enough. Sure. We actually have access to like lots and lots of different types of like good resources, so doing pretty well as far as that goes. Get Albert Einstein down here. We'll get a Eureka for a random tech, and yeah, +4 science in every single university. Let's see how that goes up. 240.8 electricity. So this will go up next turn, I believe. Urbanization coming in, switch off of flight. Yeah, that went up by a decent amount. We're up to 263. So only like 20 or so, but that's actually a decent amount. Let's see. I should have turned off of flight one turn earlier, but I'm not going to bother going back for that one. This just means that I'll get the boost and it'll... well, I'll just remember 205. If I have to save scum for the Eiffel Tower, I'm going back to 205. World Congress here. I don't actually care, so I'm just going to say sugar. And so everyone else will say amber. I'm going to go ahead and try and get myself some extra trade capacity here. I'm going to get myself the victory points here. This should be enough, but we'll see. And World's Fair generating great people points. I've got quite a good amount, but I think Rome will probably win this, but let's see if this is enough. I might have to redo this because the one where you win victory points is the one that's irritating.
Your Excellency, I
Oof.
feel it is time to build some neighborhoods to house
Okay, that's lovely. We got our trade thing passed, but somehow Trajan actually got that. He put in 3. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to put in 4 every single time, but yeah, I'm going to be perfectly willing to go back for that one. This does mean I have to go back to turn 205 anyway, which I'm perfectly fine with. The reason I'm sort of fiddling with this is that I'm never too sure what the AI is going to do, and since, like, diplomatic favor, I'm not too familiar with how to generate it yet. I know some of the ways to generate it, and I'm working really hard to get suzerainship, but I'm never too confident about my ability to actually get enough diplomatic favor to do everything I want, although I've got 650 of the bloody stuff, so... Alright, so we've putzed our way forward just a little bit here. At this point in time, like, I'm just working really straight towards Crystal Register. I have a feeling like all this stuff is going to be like modern era or some crap like that. I'm going to head over here and see what happens. It's probably like also modern stuff. I'm going to be really upset. Anyway, over here, got Halifax doing its thing. We're going to go ahead and just get a trader here for 1 turn so I can chop that and then turn one of those things into like something else. Over here, yeah, might as well get the neighborhood down here as well. I want to get it actually on that tile, and for that I have to get a builder first, so we're going to go ahead and start on that. I could get the Statue of Liberty, but that obviously makes no bloody sense. Instead of actually getting the market, what I probably should be doing here is just buying the market, and then getting a different zone here. Theater Square, obviously a great idea, just always for what I'm doing here. Unfortunately, no good theater zone spots right now. What we could do is put it down here in a little bit, and then have it be adjacent to some other districts that I might get later, but realistically speaking, I think we just don't worry too much about where I'm putting it. This place has lots of food already, so I think maybe I just put it here. Yeah, it's not a great tile to put it on just because I'd be losing out on my pastures there. But, screw it, whatever. Alright, so we lose out on the cows, but whatever. Got this competition for the World's Fair. How are we doing? 98 points a turn. Yeah, I really want that to increase, but we'll have to do with what we have for the time being. Trade route capacity has increased. I kind of want to make sure that this one's up in, like, Valleyfield here or something like that. Have I already got one being built? Can I get another one? Yeah, I've already got that being built, so that's perfectly fine. I could try to buy some other things here, but I think right now we just get the market. That gets me another trade route, and we'll put that one up in Toronto, maybe. We'll have this one going from Valleyfield down to, like, wherever the hell, but we'll see how this all goes. Meantime, I can switch this out, but I think that these are pretty okay. I like the fact that my spy operations, like, have not been working out at all. I've had to, like, just reset those several times because the spies just get killed. And, like, the way that the game sort of saves those, it's just, like, I have to, like, reset the spy all the way from scratch. It's awful. Anyway, you down to here. I don't know, is this faster? I cannot see how that's supposed to be faster. This looks like the better route. Alright. And up here, this is going okay. Bank coming in 6 turns. We'll have that boosted there. And I can't think of anything else that really needs to be going on right away, so let's go ahead and hit next turn here. This guy's going to be able to do a little bit of a thing. In Quebec, it's just going to be growing, like, so fast eventually. 3 more turns for that theater square, though. Hopefully it's only, like, 1 more after this turn, because we'll get that extra population growth. He'll go to a production tile. He'll start building stuff faster. I probably want to get rid of this copper, though. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much, because all it gives me is money. I'm going to have access to these tiles as well here. I potentially could try to go for, like, some kind of national park along these tiles as well, maybe. No, too many low appeal tiles here. I think this might screwing them over a little bit. Alright, so this one we're going to relocate to Valleyfield up here. This guy we're going to have chop. This guy we're going to have turn this into that thing, because artifact extracted, yeah. The reason we're chopping this is because I want to get a neighborhood built, and we're going to build that up here. So That'll be okay. It kind of crams in Vancouver a little bit more, but... Renaissance, that's unfortunate. Alright, we'll go with... Barbarians? Earrings. Well, that's interesting. Since all the barbarians are kind of dudes in this game, it makes me think that there were a bunch of barbarian dudes wearing, like, earrings. But you know what? If that's what they're into, that's perfectly acceptable to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab a trade unit up in Toronto. Didn't I just buy the thing that should have increased my trade capacity by 1? Got 5. Oh, no, I have... What's going on here? I feel like that should have gone up by 1. Oh, well. It's going to be 11 more bloody turns. This is a long-ass time away. Oh well. Get this guy down here, start building up a hockey rink. 3 turns for this, which means that in 2 turns, someone else is going to finish this. And then I get to cry just a little bit there. I really want to save these charges for, like, just instantly finish Crystal Redentor, though. It's probably going to get built by some other asshole, though. It's probably already been built there. No, it's terracotta still. Okay, good. I may just buy a settler at this point, like, to get down here. Because I've been wanting to build something down here for a while now, but just has not been happening. Alternatively, I could build it, like, around here somewhere. Like, there's 2 oil patches here. Along with some wine, some niter. There's, like, a lot of stuff down here, but the tiles are sort of worse. More housing here in Toronto, that's fine. Let's see here. Over here in Victoria, and I could finally get those, like, library things finished there, but I could also go ahead and get, like, I think I can get an entertainment complex. That'd be pretty good here, because this would reach quite a few cities. This would also, like, sort of boost up the existing things I've got here. I'm just gonna go for the science. Get the scientists finished there. Let's get you down to that stuff. Then we got our Valley Field thing. I can send it all the way over to, like, Ottawa, which is great. Of course, I want to kind of send it to, like, the Great Zimbabwe later, but whatever. Apparently, yeah, that was our last trader. Perfect. Okay, well, do we have any spare tradable things here? Nope, that hasn't respawned yet, or re-whatevered. I think I want to get down to those crabs and then get that in there for Vancouver. I love how there's just this harbor here, like, that we're building in the middle of this tiny little lake, which just has, like, it's just goes to show how important that oil is for us, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, get this guy up here by that coal there. And I can probably afford to buy a settler. 1,640 here. But, I might as well do it, really. Also, let's just check this thing. Ooh, yeah, we are a little bit ahead of Trajan, but I'm pretty sure that Trajan, every time someone else gets, like, a great person, or anyone gets a great person whatsoever, he's going to just suddenly, like, jump ahead a little bit there. So I kind of have to do a little bit to keep ahead of him in that sense there. This district's regional buildings provide +2 production. This district's regional buildings reach 3 tiles farther. That's interesting. Nikola Tesla. That might be a really good one to try and get as well here, but we'll see what we can manage. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I'm actually more of a fan of Beethoven. Ein Klein Nacht Music. I know I think Ein is 1. I don't know what Klein is, but I think Nacht Music is night music. Let's see here. We got Leo Tosta here. Decent chance that we'll get him, so that's all lovely. Alright, so what are we doing here in Ottawa? Do I buy the settler? I think we will. I want to get that stupid oil done, and this seems like the best way to go about doing that. So, next up, got some more districts coming in. I'm just getting districts all bloody over the place. One more turn. Like, I hit next turn here, someone finishes the Eiffel Tower. I cry a little bit. That's going to be the game. I love how James Watt is wearing, like, this weird little orange vest thing here. I'm pretty damn sure that James Watt did not dress like that. Also, that looks like a Franciscan monk. There's a lot wrong with this, really. No, go the hell away, Hojo Tokimune. Alright, so unfortunately, I have not got, like, quite the sorts of, like, artifacts that I would really want to be using, but maybe I could trade for some of the better ones. I know that that's a possibility. Alright, so we got the ability to, like, swap for oil power, but we're not going to, because we don't have any oil yet. Okay, that flooding doesn't matter, that's fine.
If it weren't for electricity, we'd all be watching television by candlelight.
Alright, well, that's,
We have a new method of
Alright, so I'm obviously going to, like, switch to nuclear probably later on, but for now this is good. Over here, let's see here. I think we're going to hit up one turn of sanitation and then switch to another turn of something else. I'm just going to keep hitting this one instead of the other one because I don't want him to be idle for too many turns here. Down here, we've got the ability to potentially get ourselves a neighborhood as well. This is a really good spot. There's tons of good spots in this place, but I can't obviously use all of them for that. This one is the one we're going to use, though, I think. That should be quite powerful there. And Quebec has a lot of growth potential and is just, this is a real powerhouse of a city now. I'm really happy with that. So one of the other things that I need to consider is that I'm at this sort of weird point where if I get a whole bunch of profits, I can just get them all killed. And it's actually really useful for me. So unfortunately, Ottawa's a little bit too far like north for me to get like a really, really great ice hockey tile, but it's good enough. Alright, are you going to screw me, game? I should actually be more careful. Let's just check these. These are both okay. That's fine. Let's just check to see if I can get rid of some of my money here. Or some of my stuff here. Yeah, I can get rid of some sugar. Never mind. Never mind. This guy usually is willing to pay ridiculous sums of money for my, Really? Wow, no one is willing to pay more than $10 for my sugar. But hell no, what the hell is this? Never mind that. Okay, so I think we just give it to Gilgamesh here for relatively cheap. Oh, he won't go for it at all. That's interesting. Okay, let's give it to Trajan for relatively cheap as well here. I can't believe this is the best I can get out of this. This is just grotesque. You've got so much tea and you don't want any sugar with it. You monster. Alright, well, whatever. Where's welcome rainfall happening up there? Okay. Man. So I'm not actually sure, like, am I guaranteed to get this now? I don't know how this works, actually. Let's see here. Rome and Mapuche are fighting. Ah, goddamn. If I'd saved that sugar, I could probably have gotten a big discount on that. Alright, let's see how the World's Fair thing's going here. I'm at 401, 325. If I can get a good lead on that and just keep my lead, I will probably actually win it, and that will be a huge, like, coup for me. Like, it'll just be tremendous. There's just... No, go away, apostles. Stay back. Stay back. Oh, man. I know that someone else has Broadway, actually, so getting Christo Redditor is really unlikely. Someone else got Big Ben. Just gonna immediately have to put down like 980 production on this thing. Get like a lot of it done. How much production have I got actually in this city? It's 80 compared to Halifax. I've got almost 80. The reason is that I've got Magnus here though, and I've got multiple power plants that are fueling Magnus and his whatever the hell. Okay, I should immediately get the whole boost here. Withering Drought. Got a damaged tile. Looks like one of my farms, that's fine. It's not really a big deal.
I ought to be jealous of the tower. She is more famous than I am.
I'm surprised that I got this without having to actually use Eiffel. There should be a bonus if you're using, like, Eiffel to build the Eiffel Tower. Like, that should actually be a thing that happens. Alright. Citizens of Hamilton are the first to discover that the only thing better than living in Hamilton is living in a slightly cleaner place outside of it. Or, you know, like there's the reality of the situation of just, like, not living in Hamilton is probably better than that. But, you know, that's just my opinion. Let's work on air base here. Okay, so we can go ahead and get our neighborhood down for this place as well. Definitely not there. 100% not there. I could replace this farm. It's a 6 tile there. Let's do that. Get that done. Alright. And yeah, my computer's chugging along. I've actually gone quite long on this video already, so I think we're going to call this one a video. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty okay. We managed to get a couple wonders here, although we did have to cheat a little bit to get some of them. So that's fun, but yeah, I think that this is going pretty okay here. In any event, hope you found this video enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.